and a little trivia about Troll and Lion. So Troll does have that evasion granting ability, but that is not removed when you hex him, like a lot of evasion is, because it's a debuff, not a buff onto himself.
Yep. And I mean that it makes sense, obviously, given the fact that for the most part it's like PA evasion, butterfly evasion that gets removed when you hex. But considering this is a spell, more or less a spell that causes a mischance, it doesn't really work that way.
Right. And I'm wondering how many of the viewers were boring because they don't play Dota at all, so they have no idea what we're talking about.
All right. So we do see a Rubik pickup. Actually, already.
It makes sense after a Tidehunter pickup.
Yeah, because you've already got the Tidehunter pickup. You've already got the Lion pickup. That's two huge ults that it's awesome to steal. And it does kind of dissuade some of the other big team fight heroes. We see Enigma's pretty popular right now with just his juggling ability. So a little less likely now.
But Rubik's a very strong laner. They do have the workings of an aggressive tri-lane here, which they could put up against the Dire if they do pick up a jungler like Enigma.
Yeah, and actually Tidehunter as an offlaner, assuming Tidehunter goes offlane, is very strong against Troll Warlord. Tidehunter's very strong against pretty much any melee hero, and although Troll Warlord is kind of not quite a purely melee hero, he still is going to fare pretty well against. Well, Tidehunter's going to fare pretty well against him.
Yeah, I would say Troll's actually pretty good against Tidehunter, much better than most of our conventional melee carries because of that swap. We do see the Vengeful Spirit ban out. Not too surprised there. I'm more surprised that she didn't. Let's see. Somebody's saying that they can hear me, but I don't know if I'll hear Charlie. Oh, okay. No, I see what he's saying. He's spectating through the client. He's not watching through Twitch, so.
Okay. Is he having difficulty hearing me?
I don't know. He hasn't said anything yet.
Oh, okay.
But that's through the client. We don't care about the client. We only care about Twitch on whether or not they can hear us.
I care about people in the client. So, anyways,
so you care about Alex. That's basically what you're saying. Because he's the only one through the client.
Okay, I know I don't care about Alex anymore.
Okay.
Just kidding. Okay. We do see a Razor pickup, which, again, he's seen a little bit of a resurgence in the last couple of days, actually, of just watching pro games. Seen him come back a little bit.
I do like the Shadow Fiend ban out, especially because the Sniper is already banned out, and that's such a solid counter to the Shadow Fiend. The Shadow Fiend seems to have fallen off after a really strong surge in popularity lately.
Yep.
Yeah, Alex can't hear you, so this is probably the better cast. If you're friends with me on Steam, just watch through Dota, and then you can ignore half of this cast.
Ha! That's hilarious. All right. So we do see the Razor pick come out. Most likely going to be a mid hero. Do occasionally see it run safe lane, but it seems pretty unlikely.
Aggressive tri-lane, Charlie. I just want to see 2 aggressive tri-lanes.
Just see the dodge.
Yeah, 100% dodge.
No, I mean it's certainly possible.
It's possible.
So, yeah, I mean it'll be kind of interesting to see what these teams go through from here. I mean they've really kind of, both of them have left things a little bit open ended. I would say most likely on Black Sheep Wall we've seen the 2 supports. It's going to be a Lion Tidehunter support with a Razor mid.
What? Wait, Tidehunter support?
Oh, sorry, Tidehunter offlane. All right.
Okay.
I completely screwed up.
I think the roles are pretty solid on the they're revealing their draft pretty well on the Dire side, or pretty thoroughly on the Dire side. The Radiant are a lot more open-ended, but the Radiant do also only have 2 picks done. The Radiant are burning through a lot of their reserve time. Makes me wonder if they were looking at something like a PA or something that's hard countered by the Razor. I think this Razor pick really threw them off, and we do see an Earthshaker, which doesn't really dissuade my hopes for a aggressive tri-lane.
Yeah, that'll certainly be interesting. I mean, that's a very strong aggressive tri-lane, and certainly one that, I mean, even a Tidehunter is not going to be safe in that lane. So if you're Black Sheep Wall, you've got to start thinking about, okay, how do we protect our cores at this point?
Yeah, because Kraken Shell can get rid of the stun, but can't exactly get rid of the earth wall that the Earthshaker makes from his fissure.
All right, so on Twitch, Lolu Jelly wants to know how can you counter troll? Who counter troll?
Who can counter troll?
Who counters troll?
Um, Shit. I mean, it's a good question because we do see a lot of troll these days. But Tiny is a great way to counter troll because troll is he's good at that single target, quick attack, permabash. Even Phantom Assassin's not that great of a counter against him because Phantom Assassin, he can just get an MKB and go right through that evasion. But with Tiny's craggy exterior, he just stuns himself over and over again and dies. Well, probably dies because Tiny's gonna be willing on back. But yeah, so he'll stun himself as much as he's stunning the other person. So that's a good way to counter.
We do see a Beastmaster pickup. Beastmaster right now is really versatile. I mean, you could run him as a support if you wanted. We've seen it occasionally in pro games. You can run it as an offlane. You can run it as a mid. I mean, I guess theoretically you could run it as a safe lane as well. I really don't see any position that Beastmaster couldn't fit into.
I don't really like him as a support. I mean, I've seen him a couple of times as a support, but that happens very, very rarely. I think we'll probably see. Well, crap. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they already have 3 cores if that's the case. So who would I do for another support? And they don't really have much in the way of late game. Their team fight's pretty good, but they don't have much in the way of late game. We do see an Ember Spirit pick up on the Radiant, which, I mean, the Dire does have the lockdown they need to stop this Ember Spirit. It's not bad pickup, but it's not a great pickup.
Let's assume that we kind of have the easy lane calls at this point and assume that Razor's going to be mid against Ember Spirit. Who wins that lane?
I mean, we are dealing with a ranged versus melee situation, so I think Razor gets the leg up in that. But a lot of Razor's zoning is due to that. Well, I mean, he does have that plasma field, which does help out. I don't see how much if we'll see that much, but we might see a lot of static links because he has a lot more time where he can draw that damage from the Ember Spirit because the Ember Spirit's melee. He has to get back and stuff. Just looking at the Twitch chat really quick, somebody says that Sniper can counter troll, and he's not wrong. Sniper does cause troll a lot of pain, but Sniper is banned out. Mm-hmm. And if the troll gets on Sniper, of course the Sniper's dead, but troll does have a little bit in the way of mobility problems.
Yeah, I would say, I mean,
it's not a super hard counter, but it is a counter, yes.
Yeah. I mean, the way Blink Dagger is right now, pretty much any hero can pick it up. It's a great add-on on almost anyone. So if you're up against a Sniper and you're Troll Warlord, you certainly think about grabbing it. But otherwise, mobility-wise, you're going to have a lot of trouble getting to the Sniper.
Right. Absolutely. Especially, because Sniper can throw that shrapnel all over the place, and then you don't have to worry about Blink Daggers at all. So we do see the last pick coming out for Black Sheep Wall. They're down to their last 30 seconds of reserve time, so they do have a bit of time to spare. And I think we're probably going to see a support pickup for this last one. I don't know who I would like to see. Possibly I don't want to say Dazzle, but I sort of want to say Dazzle.
Oh, and it's going to be the Anti-Mage. All right.
So that is a support Beastmaster. Or a support Tide. I don't even know anymore.
I'm going to guess it's the support Beastmaster. I mean, theoretically, you could think about running Tidehunter in the jungle. I mean, obviously not from level 1, but if he gets a couple of levels, he could transition into the jungle. So maybe they put him top, kind of run him as a support, and then transition.
Same thing with Beastmaster, he's got that whirling axis, so he can do something along those lines. Just stack over and over again, and then clear them all out. And we see a Darkseer, final pick for Stormforce 5. So, right out the gate, who do you like? Who do you favor on this one?
To be honest with you, I actually like Stormforce 5's draft a little bit better than this one. I think Black Sheep Wall might have gone a little bit greedy.
I absolutely agree with you. And we'll see if Stormforce 5 is able to make up this 1K MMR difference with this draft.
Yep.
Because yeah, it is a good bit greedy, and the Stormforce 5 are definitely not lacking in the late game.
Yes. So it'll be interesting to see. All right.
Now, quick question. First, turn on your console and do that thing
Yeah,
that I typed to you.
I
Anytime
thought
after.
I already did it. I'm going to be honest with you. I
Yeah, you
did.
have to. I think you have to reapply it. Here, do it, and then do it again.
I did it. I'm still
Can't.
not following you.
All right.
This
Why toggle it off.
I don't know how to toggle it off. Sorry, guys. We're clearly having our own little troubles here.
So we
Oh
do
wait.
see the.
No,
Hmm?
no, still me.
Nope. So we do see the Dire clear out the trees on the bottom lane real quick and throw this ward down.
Oh, never mind. It's kind of following you. I don't know.
No, it's not following me at all. I can see if it follows me.
Oh,
Yeah, I think you should relog into the game, and I'll just say what's going on for a second.
all right.
All right.
I mean, I was following some random camera, so I'm not sure.
Oh, you were probably I don't know who you're following, but you weren't following me. Are you back in? All
Yes.
right, toggle on.
I'm telling you, I'm following somebody.
No, toggle it off, and then introduce the Radiant team.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna use camera for now because clearly I need to. I don't think you got me the right command. So if you can find the right command, that'd be great.
I know this command. Dang it.
All right. So, anyways, taking a look at it, that's the same command I used.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay,
Twitch
okay.
chat. I
Oh
blame
wait,
us.
wait. I think I found it.
Yep. Steve found their own command. I'm going to relog again.
All right, so introducing the Dire team, we have Aristia on the Tidehunter off lane. We got JDZ Fanboy on that Beastmaster. Looks like he's stacking Ancients right now, so sort of a support. Mercury on the Razor in mid, Sirius on the Lion, supporting the Azure on the Anti-Mage. And I'm assuming Charlie's not in. Oh, no, he's doing the shared. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, because you gave me
Charlie,
the
you
wrong
want...
command.
Yeah, whatever. I
All
gave
right.
you the right command the second time.
So, taking a look at last hits early. Oh, you know what? I'll go ahead and introduce the Radiant side. So,
Yeah, thank you.
on Darkseer, we do have Garda playing the offlane Darkseer. We do have Mister playing the mid Ember Spirit. On the support Earthshaker, we do have Lenny. On the support Rubik, we do have Papillon. And on the safe lane Troll, we do have Asylum.
All right. So do you have the same what do you have up like menu wise? Like do you have hero
No,
level up right now?
I have to click on my own things.
You have
I
to
have
click on your
last
own
hit
things.
denies
Okay.
right now.
So last hits, we do see the anti-mages up to 10 last hits, doing really well, 10 and 2. Doing a lot better than his cohort, or counterpart, the troll, going as 6 and 4. We don't see any aggressive tri-lanes, unfortunately, and we do see First Blood going top rune by the Ember Spirit, taking, and it looks like he's going to get a double kill.
Yeah,
Oh,
actually,
nope, never mind, he dies.
yeah, nicely done by the Razor to come in and clean up that one. And actually, it looks like the Darkseer may go down on this one as well. Well, no, he's going to step out here. But very nicely done. I mean, Ember Spirit does get the first blood. He does end up going down. Actually, probably a little bit of a wash because Razor's going to get a little bit of extra golden experience.
Well, Beastmaster, but yeah, I don't know. Like he did get the first blood onto the Ember Spirit's really nice, and it did not go to the Razor at least. I'm surprised this anti-mage is doing so well on last hitting because last hitting against a Darkseer is extremely difficult because of that Ion Shell. That Ion Shell makes things a lot more difficult for melee carries like the anti-mage. They just take a whole lot more damage. He doesn't have his Ring of Health yet, and so he's going to have a tough time in this lane.
Yep. But I mean, he is doing really well. The Troll is catching up a little bit on last hits here. He's got a few more denies. But mid, we definitely see. I I mean, it's a pretty even matchup at this point, to be honest with you. The Razor is a little bit ahead. He's got a few more last hits, and he's got some more denies. So it's definitely favoring the Dire side right now. And if we take a look at overall golden experience graphs, actually almost exactly even. We do see him going on mid here. They are going to take a run at this Ember Spirit, getting him pretty low here. He does get off the fiery chains. I say fire chains, searing chains.
Searing chains.
And he'll walk away from this one.
All right. So, yeah, we do see a little action in mid. It's unfortunate for the Radiant. They didn't catch this ward out here, so the Dire should have a decent time off lane. The Troll's catching up to this anti-mage. He did have about the same spread earlier, so he's not losing ground. He's not gaining the ground, but he's not losing ground, and that's really good for where he's at, because the anti-mage attack animation is so easy, so great.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of a difference here just in what the Tidehunter is able to get out of the lane versus the Darkseer. The Darkseer's got an additional 4 last hits, which when you're talking about 9 total is pretty significant here.
Well, it sort of makes sense because he's just spamming Ion Shell. It's pretty easy for him to get these last hits in safety, as opposed to the Tidehunter who has to actually go in and actually hit things. We do see a gank mid. They get the fissure off, and there is going to be a lift by the Rubik, and they should be able to pick up this kill. Yeah, he gets it just barely with that, the flame shield?
Flame guard.
Flame guard. Dang it. After I was making fun of you for messing up the name. Yep. It's because I can't click on things.
Okay, well, learn to click, I guess.
I can't.
All right. So it is well done. By the Radiant side, they're rotating in. They really did need that one. Well, not to say they needed it, but it's really nice to get that pickup. And we see the Tidehunter moving into the jungle. He's abandoned this offlane a little bit, but that being said, the Beastmaster has moved into the offlane, and that's kind of the versatility of this Dire lineup, is that they did pick a lot of cores, but it does allow them to kind of rotate lanes here a little bit seamlessly. So
who was stacking these camps? Because I was paying attention to your problems while while they were stacking these. Was it the Beastmaster? You think? What level is this Beastmaster? He's level 2, so he was probably the one stacking these camps. The Dire Ancients are also stacked 3 times, and while this was spotted out by the Radiant, Earthshaker did have a ward at the time. He did, actually I don't know if he had a ward because I can't click on things. Okay, let me see. All right, he did not.
All right. So this Beastmaster did move bottom, and he is level 2, so he's got to be very careful. And you can see that in the way that he's playing. His positioning is very far back. The Earthshaker, in the meantime, has moved back to mid lane, and it does look like they're going to have a little bit of a go on mid lane. I assume. Yep, throughout the Fissure. There's not a little bit of damage, but the Lion is there to kind of disengage everything. So Lion doing a good job of kind of protecting his mid lane. And this Beastmaster just staying poor.
This Troll is doing really well in keeping his lane very static, and he picks off that bird for an extra
30 gold.
Yeah. And yeah, so he's making sure the lane doesn't move at all, which will really
Steve just completely missed a kill.
No, because this didn't happen. This kill didn't happen. It's 2-1.
So I mean that's a huge kill. Extremely important.
because since I missed a kill, that means I'm going to miss like the next 3 kills.
That's the main reason. It's just like celebrity deaths. By the way, APG Nation says that you should go into options menu in the options tab and select smooth camera for when spectating. Because it will make your movements less jerky for those of us watching.
Oh God, thank you. Okay, well, that works.
Yep, we blame Steve for that. All right, and he does miss another kill in the meantime.
Hey, I was fixing my options, Charlie. There were good reasons for that.
Thank you, APG Nation. That was very nice of you.
Fixing so much better. That guy's a really nice guy. I hope he wins the raffle. I'm rooting for you. If I can cheat at the raffle, that guy's winning. Okay. So,
you can't cheat at the raffle, for the record. All right. So it is 4-1 right now. And this Radiant side really doing the things that they need to do early game here. I mean...
Wait, who died?
Beastmaster died bottom lane.
Oh, okay.
Which is no big surprise here. I mean,
Yeah, that's the best kill for the Dire. If somebody's gonna die, it should be the level 2 Beastmaster. Sorry, level 3 Beastmaster. Either that or the level 4 Lion. So it looks like the Ancients were warded up. And we'll see if Beastmaster can figure it out, or if he will just think he messes up the stack. But first, we're going to see the Radiant go onto this Razor again. But the
I think
might
they
go
really
down
may
on
end up
this
paying
one.
for this one. Yeah, and actually, it looks like they're going to lose 2, and there's some very nice rotations. They bring down 3, and that was a pretty heavy overextension.
Yeah,
And they actually didn't end up getting the Razor.
yeah. The problem is that while the Ember Spirit did have a haste, and that really allowed him to stay on that Razor, he was sucked dry of damage. So when the Razor turned around, he was just able to kill him off. And the Tidehunter coming in definitely didn't help things.
So a little bit sloppy from the Radiant side. They had definitely built up a little bit of a lead here. They were all the way up to almost 2,000 experience and about 1,500 gold. It goes back down. Actually, we're at 500 gold lead for the Dire side, and about even on experience.
Does it still look jerky to you?
A little bit.
I wonder if it's supposed to be like that. Did that change anything?
I don't know. AP Jason, APG Nation will let you know.
All right. Well, okay. So yeah, the Beastmaster does try a second attempt on this stack, and now the Tidehunter is going to clear it out. I guess they don't figure out that it's warded, so they're going to miss the 11 minutes stack as well, because they're just going to clear this one out. Dire structures are fortified. Looks like there was a kill attempt on the anti-mage, but he just blinks out.
Fun story. I forgot to turn. Where's the for audio?
Oh,
where's the non-push to?
Yeah, you didn't take that. You didn't. Yeah, turn that off. So that's why Alex
Enable
couldn't hear
open
you.
mic. All right.
Enable open mic. Okay,
Got
so now Alex can hear you.
All right. Wait. No, this still can't hear me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well.
I should probably make sure that it's using the correct.
Hey, wait. They're going in on the Razor mid again. It looks like they're just gonna fissure him and let him walk away. Which is probably a smart move. Lion was right there to back him up, and the Razor did get his little latch off pretty quick. Looks like they're going to be able to take down this tier 1 tower on bot, and the last hit does go to the Troll Warlord, so that's a good influx of gold. I'm going to take a look at the net worth chart right now, and we do see Troll on top with 5,700 net worth, above the anti-mage, which is pretty impressive, even though he did get that last hit on the tower, but he does have a kill over the anti-mage, so that was sort of explaining it. The Ember Spirit comes up third, though, just barely passes the Razor.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much negligible at this point. And if we look at actual items in the game, Ember Spirit has gone for a little bit of an early to mid-game build. He's gone for the Drums of Endurance. He does have that Poor Man's Shield. Hasn't upgraded his boots yet. Meanwhile, Darkseer is going to be picking up that mech. And we do see Troll Warlord go for the early Yasha and a Morbid Mask. So they definitely want to get some early game aggression in here. They are definitely building a little bit for the early and mid game.
Yeah, and we do see, of course, that Perseverance. Hey, on the mid lane or bot lane. Okay, I saw it, Charlie. I saw it. I wasn't able to speak during it, but I saw it.
All right, so we do see Rubik go down. It's a nice kill for the Dire side. It's not really going to be game changing, but and pick off that doesn't really cost him anything. We do see Ravage come out on middle. They are going to go here on the Ember Spirit. It does look like he may actually end up getting away here, and a nice Fissure comes in. He gets 3, and they're actually going to have to disengage. The Radiant side does not decide to continue any aggression here, and Ember Spirit's actually going to TP back to base and go ahead and heal up.
Yeah, that was a great response by the Earthshaker there. So we do see the Anti-Mage is only 1 item away from the Battle Fury. I can't see. Okay, so I get your camera look apparently. Okay, so he's as in when you click on something, that's what I see.
Good. So just tell me what you need to look at. Anyways, Anti-Mage has the Claymore, just needs to get the broadsword to finish off that Battle Fury.
Yes.
In the meantime, Tidehunter has picked up the Arcanes, and he does have his Blink Dagger, so he's ready to initiate here. And Earthshaker on the bottom, he's got enough to pick up Arcanes if he wants, but it looks like he probably just wants to go straight in for that Blink Dagger.
Yeah, I would suspect that'd be the case. Oh, so the troll does try to sneak this Roshan.
Oh, and the Lion gets denied by Roshan.
I think they're gonna go back into this. This is a little bit risky, but they might be able to do this. There is no Ravage on the Tidehunter for 70 seconds. There is a Roar on the Beastmaster, but Anti-Mage is nowhere to be found. And Anti-Mage does not have a TP either.
Yep, it does look like they may want to engage here. We do see the Tidehunter come in. He dishes out one Anchor Smash, not really doing anything yet. Big damage coming out from the Radiant side. They already bring down the Tidehunter. Yep, Roshan helping out as well. The finger comes out onto the Ember Spirit. They do end up bringing down the Ember Spirit, but it's 2 down on the Dire side. And the TP out from the Beastmaster. He gets away. The Lion gets away as well. And they're going to go right back to Roche. I'm not actually sure. Well, the Lion's sticking around. So Lion doesn't want to give this one up for free, but if they actually spot the Lion out here, he could be in trouble. A whiff on the Earth Spike. Yep, I got it. And it does look like they're going to finish off the Roshan here. Beastmaster throwing out the axes, deal a little bit of damage. Actually, does a little bit here. But man, they really want to finish off this Roshan. They are so close. But I mean, now they've really got to think about getting out here. This could be very dangerous for them. In the meantime, while all this is going on, Anti-Mage actually takes out the tower. So Ravage is back up now. So honestly, somebody's got to kill Roshan, but I don't know who it's going to be. We do see a little bit of engagement coming out here, but the big Blink Ravage comes in. They're going to go on. He catches 3 with the Ravage, actually 4. I didn't see that Darkseer off on the side. They already bring down 2, bring down a third, 1 down, lying down on the Dire side, but that's all for now. They're going to bring down the Troll as well, and the Darkseer are going to be the sole survivor here. He tries to farm up the camp a little bit, but does mean Roshan's going to go to the Dire side, and it's a big win for them.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate. They were able to. They weren't able to take down Roshan in time, and so that really allowed the Dire to come back in on that one. It allowed, and especially with the Anti-Mage picking up his Battle Fury, taking out the tower, and porting in. Looks like he's just gonna go ahead and blow the Aegis. Not sure. I guess that was intentional. A little bit weird though.
Well, it's Anti-Mage, dude. He doesn't care about living again. He just wants to farm.
All right, my bad.
He's playing it black style. Alright. And I still haven't figured out how to turn my actual...
Yeah, we'll worry about that later. The only person spectating through the clients is iShine, so not going to worry about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I apologize about that for anybody actually spectating the game right now. So, getting back into the game a little bit, if we take a look at the XP charts, we're actually looking at a pretty significant lead here. That was huge. We're now looking at about 7,000, 6,000 to 7,000 experience, 5,000 in gold. So it was costly for the Radiant. I mean, it was so close. They were so close to being able to take Roche. If they had taken Roche and gotten out there, it would have been much bigger for them. We do see a little bit of a go here on the Ember Spirit, but I don't think they can actually do anything to him.
His Remnant just ran out, though. He had a Remnant down here, and it just ran out. Oh,
the Anti-Mage does end up going down. That's a huge kill. They're going to get the Tidehunter as well, most likely, and that's 2 kills. An overextension from the Dire side. They do have 2 coming in to see if they can kind of turn this one a little bit. The ult has already been turned on by the Razor, but it does look like Ember Spirit's just going to TP out. In the meanwhile, the Beastmaster on the backline does bring down 1, but it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade, and it is the Anti-Mage and the core Tidehunter for a support Rubik.
And there's the train.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah, you might want to like. Okay. I
can't mute it.
It looks like they're about to go in on this Beastmaster, though. There might be a searing change. I can't tell because I can't click on them. Yes, there is, and so they do finish him off. The Ember Spirit should be able to get out here, especially with another fissure by the Earthshaker. The Lion does have his ult, so that's, yeah, a kill on the Ember Spirit and a follow-up kill on the Earthshaker because of all that damage that the Razor stole.
So they bring.
So yeah, a great response from the Dire side, able to respond to that. I mean, that was a really bad trade for the Radiant. All they got was the support Beastmaster and had to trade their mid and support for it.
Yeah, I would say it's about the same as the previous trade was for the Radiant. So if you look at the two fights altogether, it's probably about a wash. But because of the rubber band effect, it is going to end up being a little bit better for the Radiant side altogether.
Yeah, we're seeing about a 3K lead in both experience and gold net worth wise. Anti-Mage does overtake the Troll by 1,300 gold on the net worth chart, or net worth graphs. And I mean, it's pretty Christmassy in here with red and green alternation on the net worth. I mean,
Yeah,
we see Anti-Mage, Troll, then Razor, then the Dark Seer actually passes the Ember Spirit. I don't know how that happened.
yeah, I think a couple of deaths on the Ember Spirit has cost him a little bit. He did go for the Boots of Travel, so it is going to be kind of a split push game. It looks like they may try and take this late despite the early game pickups.
We do see
But
a smoke.
yeah, and the Darkseer did pick up the mechanism, so that'll definitely help out in the team fights. So we saw the smoke up from the Dire side. They didn't quite want to just engage straight across the river, so they're going to move up, and it looks like they won't end up getting anything with that. In the meantime, though, we do see the Anti-Mage taking the Radiant Ancients at this time, and it doesn't look like he's going to end up paying for it at all. He will be just fine.
Nope, he's just gonna farm across the entire map. What kind of gold does he have on him? I guess I could look at the
He's got about 2,000 gold. He does have that Battle Fury, and he got the Vladimir's Offering as well.
I wonder if we'll see him go straight for a point, ultimate orb, or if we'll see him get Yasha first. I would like to see that. Oh, we do see the initiation on the Ember Spirit. They do have quite a bit of lockdown, but there is a follow-up fissure by the Earthshaker and was able to save that Ember Spirit. And we might see a pickup by the yeah, he just gets the steal on the Earth Spike.
So a nice counter initiation coming out from the Radiant side to save the Ember Spirit. I mean, they've definitely got to protect him. Although, I mean, it is definitely a little bit on the Troll Warlord here, and he has picked up the Sanj and Yasha. Again, a little bit of a mid-game item, but all around just a pretty solid item. He is sitting on that casual Morbid Mask at the
we should see initiation on the Razor right here. The Ember Spirit does get off a good slight into chains, and they just completely chain CC him. There is an ult on the Lion, but there's a mech from the Darkseer and saves the heals up the Earthshaker before he gets too low.
And this line does need to be careful. They don't want to end up giving that to the Rubik. I mean, the Rubik has done well so far. If we take a look at kills and deaths, he is sitting. Oh, we do see a little bit of a go on top, but he's just going to blink out of this. Yeah.
Yeah. So he did go straight for the Yasha, so he does have that value Yasha, get a little bit of movement and attack speed, and so we should see his farm really. Well, I mean, I can't say it'll really accelerate because it's already pretty much as fast as it's going to get. You know, I mean, he was in the Radiant Ancients, for God's sake.
Yeah. So all in all, oh, we do see Lion with that blink. I apologize. I didn't quite see when he picked that one up, but they do have plenty of engage right now. So the Radiant team kind of has to always be on their toes and ready for that engagement to come on out.
Now this Tidehunter does have a staff of wizardry, and are we going to see that turn into a 4-staff? Do you think?
Yeah, I would say about 90%. That's a 4-staff. Yep, and there it is.
Okay.
So.
And we should see oh yeah, okay, there it is. And we should see a Sange Yasha on the Razor. I mean, he's got the Sanj, and looks like he's getting the Yasha right now.
So
yeah,
that'll definitely be what he was picking up.
Battle Fury #1 is in the works on the Ember Spirit. I would suspect it's probably not a Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah, I can't imagine he'd go for Lincoln Sphere. I mean, speaking of which, we haven't really seen anybody even make moves towards a Black King Bar at this point, which is a little bit interesting. But to be honest with you, I mean, how good is BKB in this game?
Amazing. I mean, there's Earthshaker, there's Rubik, there's Tidehunter, there's Lion. So okay, good. I mean, not amazing, but pretty good. Yeah. I think that people would be well served by a BKB, but I don't know who would pick it up. I guess the Razor and the Troll. Those would be the BKB carriers. Maybe the Ember Spirit.
Yep, that's true. So we will see the teams kind of back off a little bit.
Anyone saying anything worthwhile on Twitch chat right now? or that we need to pay attention to?
APG Nation's just helping us out.
Okay.
He's got our backs. So we will see a little bit of a slowdown at this moment. Actually, as I say that, the Ember Spirit's going to go on mid, but we do see the Razor ult already popped. His damage is getting drained. He really doesn't have any damage right now. He has no mana right now. He's going to be dead. Lion ult comes out to bring him down. We do see the Ravage come out on 2 to try and stop them from engaging on this Razor. The wall comes out and the Vac. It doesn't quite drag them back to the wall, so they're going to be okay for now. The Darkseer will just look to disengage here, and it will just be a pick-off for the Dire side.
Yeah, for such a big fight, there were some big ults coming out, but only 1 kill coming out.
And this Dire side really doesn't want to cross that wall, so they're going to hang out back there.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's calling me out.
I can't tell you how many times I would just kill my team with anti-mage. Okay, Rubik sticks around a little bit too long and gets caught out.
Yep, Rubik just gets
Blink,
blown up.
I mean, they just have so much blink initiation that you just gotta be careful. You cannot be caught out of position as this Radiant team. The mobility on the Dire, they got 2 blink daggers and a blink, and Razor can really book it with that passive.
Yeah, and actually, as we say that, a 3rd blink actually just comes out on the Dire side.
All right, so everyone on the Dire side has some ability one way or another. Although Razor's a little bit slow compared to his blinking counterparts.
Yep. So Razor not quite the mobility, but who knows? Maybe he'll pick up the blink as well just to complete it. So right now,
Warlord picks up the BKB.
Oh, there we go. And the first BKB's out.
Honestly, that last huge engagement, if he had that BKB already, the Razor was dead, 100%. He was wailing on him, but he was stopped by that.
It does look like we might see the Courier go down here as well as the Anti-Mage. They give up on the Courier. They want the Anti-Mage instead. The Anti-Mage is already blinked out. The Remnant comes out from the Ember Spirit. I'm not actually sure they can catch out this Anti-Mage. And yeah, he blinks into the woods here. The Ember Spirit gets close, but not able to get him, and he's going to get away. The Vac was so close, but they're going to be a little bit late.
The Vac was on point, but just not in time. And we probably will see, Earthshaker go down right here. People just blinking all over the place, and we're able to take him out.
So a good effort. I mean, they kind of gave up on the Courier there. It did end up using the boost speed.
I mean, they don't have the mobility to take out that Courier. I mean, if it was the Dire team trying to take out the Courier, I would say different. But the Radiant, like they have the Ember Spirit, which has a lot of mobility, but no one else really has the potential for that sort of thing. We do see a lift on the Razor, although there will be no follow up. Lion takes a quick kill, just blinks in, stuns and ults, and calls it a day.
Yep.
Gets up his mana. We do see a tier 2 tower going down at the bottom, and the Dire really have to worry about this, them going high ground right here.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job of finding pickoffs on them in mid, but in the meantime, this Troll Warlord has gone high ground, and he's doing some serious damage. So they do have to return back a little bit. They're going to try and take this mid tower as well, and actually we see him come back now. Now it's the Radiant side on the run. The blink out from the Darkseer, he doesn't actually quite run all the way out. He's going to start losing damage here, and I think he's most likely dead. He's going to try and TP out, and he's not going to make it. So now it's the Troll Warlord. He's going to try TPing out. He should be okay here.
Yeah. They don't have any stuns because the ult of the Anti-Mage and the Tidehunter are down. But they did get some serious damage onto that tier 3, and also they made them blow the glyph. So not the worst thing that could have happened. I mean, they lost 2 cores and support for tier, but they got the tier. Well, they got a lot of damage on the tier 3. Could have been a lot worse. I mean, because if they didn't have that sort of positional thing on that high ground, the Dire could have gone high ground just then.
Yep. We do see Pink ping out Blue here, and they're gonna see if they can go on this Ember Spirit. I don't know if he has a Remnant
Pink
up.
Pinked this Remnant out. How did he see that?
Oh.
I guess he saw him cast it. So yeah.
Yep, so won't actually be able to bring down the Ember Spirit here, who is still, I mean, he really isn't sitting on any more items than he was 5-10 minutes ago. So it's a little bit rough for him at this moment, and he's got the support coming out from the Earthshaker, so probably not going to do anything to him here. The Troll Warlord, in the meantime, pops his BKB. He's definitely got to be careful here. He's getting a little bit deep. I'm not really sure what he hopes to accomplish here. I guess he's hoping for a little bit of support from his team. Not enough damage comes out. The Razor ult does come out. It doesn't look like they're going to catch anybody with it, though. In the meantime, Tidehunter does go down top, and we see a pause.
There was a
out.
big fight mid, and, you know, that's whatever. All right.
Catching some lag. So the big fight goes down mid. Nothing ends up happening, but on top, they do bring down the Tidehunter, and now it looks like they're going to try to bring down the tower. So overall, definitely going to help out the Radiant side. They are down by about 12k experience, roughly the same in gold. So sitting on a little bit of deficit here, so every kill is definitely going to matter.
Yeah. Let's see. We are going to see a lot of that rubber band effect by if the Radiant are able to pick off any kill. We're going to see a lot of that rubber band effect because look at this anti-mage. He's up 5k on this Troll Warlord right now, and but we do see a lot of alternation on the net worth though, so it's not out of reach really. They do have the Dire do have a fairly large lead, but it's not insurmountable.
Yep. So we'll look to see, and he's just going to TP out. They may actually still end up taking this tower. It's going to be very close.
I think they will. I don't think that. Yeah.
So he came in close. I mean, almost in time to deny it, but they end up getting the tower, which is definitely, again, going to bring back the gold a little bit. I mean, the big discrepancy here in this entire game is between that anti-mage and the troll. The anti-mage is just sitting so much higher than him. He's actually already picked up his Manta style. He's picked up a Reaver. Looks like he's going to head straight into the heart of Tarask.
Yeah. That Ember Spirit though, picking off that Tidehunter and then them getting the a tower like that, allow him to really catch up. I mean, he passed the Tidehunter and the Dark Seer because of that. And so he will have his Battle Fury very soon. We do see the makings of a BKB on the Razor, though.
Yep, and I mean it's a good enough item that it would be shocking when it's not picked up in a game. So,
well I mean, we see these frontline cores like Troll and Razor. They need that BKB. And we do see the Dire team go onto this Roshan. They're just going to have the Razor and the Anti-Mage in there while the support's outside, just in case the Radiant come in. But it looks like the Radiant are none the wiser to this one.
Yeah, and honestly, even if they were, I don't think they can test this Rosh right now. They know Ravage is up. No. They know Primal Roar is up. I mean, obviously, the other big alts, Anti-Mage, Razor, both alts are up. Lion as well. So, I mean, with all the alts up in the game, you really don't want to take that fight right now.
Lion only 1k away from a Ags.
Yeah, and he did go straight for that Ags. It's an interesting pickup on Lion. I happen to like it.
I love it. But, of course, I love it. Because I like chaosing. But the Tidehunter looks like he's got his Oblivion Staff for that Refresh Orb. We're seeing the Beastmaster work on Ags as well. He's got that point booster. I would assume it's an Ags. It reduces the cooldown by so much.
Yep. We actually are going to see the big Ravage come through. The Darkseer almost made it out there, but they're going to end up paying 2 and 3. The 2 cores just do 3. Make it out. So another loss for the Radiant side, and it should look to see if they can go high ground here on this one. And I'm not sure that the Radiant side can actually stop him.
Yeah, I mean there's a Aegis on that Anti-Mage, and it is still 5v3 even with the buyback on that Darkseer, and that doesn't look to be enough to scare off this Dire team from taking this high ground right now.
Yeah, that Anti-Mage is sitting on 2.5k health. He's got that
Ember
spell
Spirit
shield.
Split pushing with a double damage rune.
Yeah, doing what he's got to do. He does Remnant back in. They are going to have a little bit of go here on this anti-mage, and they did actually, I mean, they know the big alts are down. The roar does come out, although it's not really going to do a whole lot here. Tidehunter goes down first. Everyone is relatively low on the dire side. They bring down another. Ember Spirit's going to back out and survive this one. Don't forget that Anti-Mage does have the Aegis on this one, so he's going to still be very aggressive. In the meantime, Razor coming in the back lines. He's doing a little bit of damage, but he's not able to pick anyone off. They did bring down the Rubik, but that's the only one so far. The Troll Warlord getting relatively low here. Darkseer does look like he's actually going to bring down the Razor. It's really close, but in the meantime, he's not actually quite fast enough to get to him. He's going to end up surviving, and now that Darkseer does need to get out to stay alive himself. Nice blink and TP, and he's going to make it out. So at the end of the day, the Razor survives. That's a little bit unfortunate, but it is a 3 for 2, and that rubber band effect is going to come in pretty strong here. It's about a 2,000 gold swing, as well as about a 4K experience swing.
Yeah, that was huge. That was a great defense by the Radiant, and that might be enough to bring them back into this game. We do see the Ember Spirit coming in on this Razor. He might be able to finish the job. They started mid lane. And yeah, he just gets away. Quick assassination. Good job, Ember Spirit.
Very nice pickoff. That's 422 gold. He already has that first Battle Fury and goes right into a Yasha. So
422 gold. No, that was a 12k gold swing. I mean, 1200 gold swing just from that, and a 2k experience swing. Because he gained 800 and the Razor lost 600. So that was really unfortunate for the Dire team. That Dire Tower, I can't tell if it's. I can't click on it, so it's not.
It's 131. It's 1 health away from deny range. I'm sure with these creeps here, they'll end up.
Yeah, that's why the anti-mage is kind of backing off. He's letting the creeps hit it once or twice so he can kill the creeps, and then he's going to deny it. That's a really smart move by the anti-mage.
So they get the tower deny. It still is going to be a little bit of gold headed the way of the Radiant side, and it's another access point to Roche taken out. So they'd rather it go down, but the anti-mage does pick up that Basher, so he is still sitting on the Aegis of the Immortal. He did finish off that Heart of Tarrasque, and now he's going to pick up that Basher. So not far from being 6-slotted at this point.
Yeah, we might see that Abyssal coming out in 1,800 gold. He should be able to jump onto that Troll Warlord, Abyssal him down.
So he's just going to go back to farming. He is sitting a good distance between him and the Troll Warlord, although that Ember Spirit is staying pretty even with that Razor. So again, I mean, really the big difference in this game, I mean, the supports are a little bit, I mean, Lion and the Beastmaster are definitely doing better than the Rubik and the Earthshaker, but, I mean, the really big difference is between that Anti-Mage and the Troll Warlord.
And the Beastmaster and the Lion do a lot better with farm than the Earthshaker and the Rubik do. So it's not that big a deal for the Earthshaker and the Rubik. They don't really mind not having as much farm. You know, Blink Dagger would be nice on Rubik, and yeah.
It'd be nice
Earthshaker
to get that
as well.
Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker, but
does Earthshaker not have his Blink Dagger yet?
No.
Oh, he does not. He's only 400 gold away. We'll see if he can pick it up after this fight.
Does look like they're going to try and make another go. Oh, he actually switches mid. He's going to try and bring down this tower. They already brought it pretty low here.
There's a reclamation on the Aegis.
Yep, so the Aegis is no longer there, so this Anti-Mage does need to be a little bit careful here. They put out some damage on the melee barracks, but that will heal back up. In the meantime, the creeps are pushing in on the mid tower, so Tidehunter is going to have to blink back, and it does look like they're going to be repelled. Nothing really taken out there for the Dire side, and that Aegis passes, and it's going to be a little bit of time here for the Radiant side to catch back up.
Yeah, we do see the Dire poking around a little bit on this Dire base, but Alex says he might have a solution for my clicking problems. I don't think that'll work. Nope, won't work. Alright.
So we do see the Abyssal Blade come out on the Anti-Mage, and that could just be the item that they really need to turn this one. So he's sitting 1 item slot away from being fully...
Turn this one or finish this one?
Finish this one, sorry. And if we take a look at the Golden Experience Glass, I mean, it did take a little jump up. It started to head its way back down, but we're now at probably 13 to 14k experience, and about the same in gold. So certainly not out of it at this point. And I mean, if this goes ultra late game, you do have a Troll and an Ember Spirit to kind of bring this one back. And Darkseer himself scares really well in the late game just because of that wall. does so well. And we do see them going on that Ember Spirit and that Abyssal Blade, proving its worth right there. And they're going to bring him down, and they may even look to push high ground now. They're going to finish off this last Tier 2 tower standing and see what they can do next.
There is a buyback on this Ember Spirit. He really probably doesn't want to buy back, though.
Oh, but he's going to.
Yep.
So that was a little bit of a necessity there. He has picked up the Claymore, so he went for that casual Yasha. What is he looking for with the casual Yasha and the Claymore?
The Claymore is just another Battle Fury. The casual Yasha is just because Yasha is a value item.
Okay. And we do see Lion finally pick up that.
I mean, he might pick up. He might pick up a Manta later, but Ember Spirit doesn't gain too much from a Manta. They don't have any silence, so there's no silence to get rid of with a Manta. And they do get a nice pickoff on the Tidehunter with that smoke gank. The Lion tries to get a smoke gank going on solo, but just ends up ulting a creep wave and heading out.
Yeah, and that is 1,500 gold and 1,600 experience swing. So that's one kill on, core, although offlane, Tidehunter, and they turn that into some big gains.
Yeah, the Rubik almost picks off this, or almost catches this Lion out, but Lion blinks away pretty quick.
Yep. And Rubik is currently sitting on that blink, so he's got blink and the blink dagger. He wants both. And Earthshaker did finally pick up his blink dagger, so I mean, this Radiant side definitely has the ability to find pickoffs, and it's going to be very hard to push high ground against them with all those blinks, with those big team fight abilities. I mean, just pushing into an Earthshaker in general is very difficult, and pushing into an Ember Spirit who's starting to find a little bit of farm is going to be very difficult as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do have the tools that they need to turn this game around. So the Dire, do you think they wait for Roshan before they try again for the high ground? I mean, what's the timer on Roshan here? We have about, a minute and a half? Or a minute and a few seconds?
Little over a minute, maybe a minute 15, minute 20. I mean, nothing huge. They're going to do a little bit of chip damage here on this ranged Rax. They're actually having a lot of trouble dealing with these images. I mean, he's got that Heart of Tarrasque, which is going to make him that much more tanky.
Yeah. What do you want to see on the Anti-Mage next for his 6th slot?
Honestly,
okay.
I wouldn't mind seeing the MKB, just because you all are up against a Troll Warlord. But, I mean, MKB, Butterfly, you've got a lot of choices.
Yeah, well, yeah. Those are the two choices I would have said as well, favoring a little bit towards the MKB for the same reason. Dealing with that Troll Warlord is going to be very difficult with that evasion on him. But the thing is, the Troll Warlord also can bash you up, and it makes you a lot harder to bash up if you have evasion. So, I mean, it can really go either way. Both really help him out. They both increase his damage by a good bit. One increases his survivability against the Troll Warlord, and one helps him kill the Troll Warlord and bash up the Troll Warlord. So I'm going to defer to whatever decision this guy makes, basically.
Yep.
Unless he doesn't pick one of those two.
and I mean, honestly, he may just choose to keep the open slot for the Aegis and go for the upgrade of the boots to BOTs here instead. Wouldn't be a bad idea, especially since they seem to really be waiting on this Aegis, and 99% chance that they want it to be on that anti-mage.
Mm-hmm.
So we do see Roshan back up. Not sure if both teams have spotted this out, but the Radiant side headed in that general direction. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to catch this one out unless they head there right now. And we do see the Refresher coming out on the Tidehunter. That's going to be a big item pickup. I would be really surprised, honestly, if they were not able to find the high ground push in at least one lane of Rax here with this Aegis coming out on the Anti-Mage.
Aegis and the Refresher. I mean, this two huge pickups. We do see a Demon Edge on the Troll Warlord. What do you think he's going to make this into? It could be a crit, or it could be a MKB in preparation for a Butterfly on the Anti-Mage.
Yeah, I would like it to be a crit. I think that right now, I mean, there aren't any Butterflies out on the field, but we'll have to see what he wants to go for. And that Anti-Mage does end up picking up the BOTs, so he'll finish out his slots once that Aegis expires. But for now,
Hmm.
they're going to make sure all lanes are pushed out before they commit to a push. And like I said, he does have those BOTs, so he can be right there for that push as soon as the rest of his team is ready. So he's just going to
Yeah,
push in this top lane.
and it sort of makes sense why he's pushing these out. He's trying to stop the Ember Spirit split push because that has been a little bit of a thorn in their side while they're trying to push this high ground.
Yep. They, they do see the hawk here, and there we go. They're gonna
And they were able to pick it off.
So a little bit of vision lost there, and they did make sure to deward anything coming up on the high ground here in mid. So I mean, they know where the fight's going to come. The Anti-Mage does a good job of bringing in the top lane, so now they've got a little bit of choices on where they want to push, and we'll kind of see how they want to play it. Right now, they just want to split push. That Rubik steals Blink again. Maybe not quite what he was looking for, but hey, he'll take it. The lift does come out on the Anti-Mage, but he's going to go ahead and blink away. He brings out the Manta Illusions, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and have a go on mid here. We do see the Aghanim Scepter on the Razor, so he's going to do damage to buildings with that. The Glyph comes out, and for now, the Radiant side not looking to engage. Troll Warlord kind of walking in, but also disengaging. It looks like they're going to go ahead and give up the first racks here. Some damage coming out. They're being very careful to avoid this Ravage. The Ravage catches 3. They get the Earthshaker very low. They bring him down with the second Ravage. Troll down as well. Ember Spirit getting very low. Ember Spirit down as well. That is 3 dead, and yeah, that's going to be the GG.
All right. Well, that is the end of game 1 of our SF5 versus BSW. Black Sheep Wall, I think it was.
Yep. So, very well played by both teams. At the end of the day, that Anti-Mage just getting a little bit out of control. It's very difficult to deal with him. I mean, he was 5 slotted there with 1 slot being taken up by the Aegis. So,
And yeah, he had the gold for his 6th slot. Quick question: Black Sheep Wall, is that the passcode for no Fog of War?
I believe it is.
I think that is the case. All right. Well, that is yeah, that's the end of game 1.